And we are back. It's Saturday, 10:02 p.m. Welcome to this channel. You read the topic, right? You know what it's about. Full disclosure, I'm not really versed in how to podcast and how to do this, right? I'm just doing it, right? Just giving you my opinions, my thoughts, my views, my ideas, sharing them. I haven't really been able to talk to anybody who's getting in the vehicle because I do rideshare, right? For those of you who don't know, who are just watching this one video, I do rideshare, and I try to engage the riders to talk about anything that they want to talk about, but particularly whatever topic I have going. It's only day 3, so to recap, the topic that I'm trying to get people to bite on to discuss is racism in America. No one wants to touch it, and those that do touch it, very lightly, because you can get canceled for having this type of conversation today. Right now, I personally don't give a shit because, as I'm so fond of saying, I am a Jew. And you can't say anything about anything I'm talking about, because if you try to stifle me, that's being anti-Semitic. And I ain't having it. You ain't gonna be no anti-Semitic. I will report you for that. Everything else is ball game. But you can't tell me that I can't speak about it, because I'm a Jew. And I'm proud of that shit. So if you try to stifle me, I'm gonna label you anti-Semitic. And I'm gonna call the Anti-Defamation League, and I'm gonna call AIPAC, and I'm gonna call everybody, and I'm gonna have you labeled, described as an anti-Semite. Period. So if you don't like what I'm saying, just go somewhere else. Don't try to come for me and try to get me to stop saying what I'm saying. And this goes to white people, Chinese people, Japanese people, all people who you don't like what I'm saying, just don't come to the channel. But I'm going to speak my thoughts, my ideas, my mind, openly and freely. And I'm an open book. You could ask me any question you want. You can say what you want on this channel, as long as what you're saying isn't going to cause harm, injury, loss, or damage. Everything else is ball game. Ball game, you heard? You could say it. You don't got to worry about any reprisal. You don't got to worry about any blowback, pause, any backlash. You won't have to worry about any of those things, not on this channel, right? Because we are the American Israelite. and roughly what that means is that I'm an Israelite and my people are Israelites. We are the Jews, right? You have different sects of Jews, people who call themselves Jews. You got me, right, and my people. I'm a Northern Kingdom Jew. You have Southern Kingdom Jews. You have Ashkenazi Jews. You have Hasidic or the Hasidim. I'm not really sure how that go. And then you have the Sephardic Jews. Those are the Jews who were in Spain, France, Portugal, the Iberian Peninsula. Jews were all over. And in 1492, the Alhambra Decree was penned, and Jews were exiled from at least the Iberian Peninsula. I'm sure that they were exiled from all of Europe as early as the year 11,000, somewhere in there. But there are many Jews. I'm just one of many. But every Jew can speak his mind as he sees fit, and no one can challenge him. And if you do, you're an anti-Semite. Period. You don't believe me? Ask Bibi Netanyahu. Anybody who says anything about a Jew, you can say any fucking thing. If it's not positive, right? You're an anti-Semite, and we getting the ADL on your ass. We getting APAC on your ass because we the Jews, and we can do that. That aside, speak your mind, right? We're talking about racism in America, and look, the reality is that everybody got some type of prejudice, some type of bigotry, but only people with money and power can be racist. And if you disagree, just say that and tell me why you disagree. Don't just be like, well, I disagree. Because I had to admit to myself that I was prejudiced, that I had bigotry, that I fall into, at least my bigotry is honest, open, and factual. Like, there are certain groups of people that smell different. They may not stink to each other, but to Americans, you kind of stink. All right, I gotta give you some dead air for a minute. Picking up. Hello, how are you?
Good.
Pablo, right?
Yes.
Okay. Herring Street?
Yes.
Please use your seatbelt for your safety.
Fuck.
Okay.
Now here.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome so much. Have a good night.
You too.
So again, with everything that there is to be said, I can't say much when I got people in the car unless they want to talk, and I couldn't ask him. Again, language barrier. Well, how do you know it's a language barrier, D? Well, because I could hear it in his accent that he didn't have command of the English language. That's not to like say anything bad about him. Excuse me. It's rough out here. All right, where we headed? I'm near Bergenfield. The hell is that? Come on, let's go towards Patterson. Fuck it. Let's go to the hood. I mean, if I get a ride along the way, so be it, right? I'll take it. Anything not going out of town, I'll take you anywhere in Jersey. Carlsbad to Camden. P-Pack to Patterson. Abscon to Asbury. I'll take you anywhere in this state. Out of state, though, you got to call somebody else. I ain't really beat. Ain't no money in it. Not for me. Shit, ain't no money in doing what I'm doing now, right? I'm in a bullshit electric vehicle. The battery's already half down. I ain't been on the road 3 hours. 3 hours, and the battery's already half drained. Because it's ass cold out here, and I gotta have the heat on. Right? I gotta have it. Because, it's cold. Shit, I don't want to be cold. And I don't mind, right? Like being some cold. But the people that get in this vehicle, they expect it to be nice and toasty. So and they don't give a fuck about the battery. They don't give a fuck that I gotta stop and charge up. They don't care about that. People only give a shit about themselves. So I gotta, spare myself the bullshit and just have it, comfortable in here. But it don't matter Because as soon as I touch the heater, that shit go bananas. The battery immediately. Like I'm able to keep the car moving, you know, somewhere between 8 and 10 kilowatts, which drains the battery significantly. But as soon as I turn that goddamn heater on, it shoots up to 31 kilowatts. It's a piece of shit. Again, the whole electric vehicle idea is bullshit until they can make everything on the road electric, and the cars are being powered by the uh, radiant energy, not by charging a battery. But the battery has to be, or the vehicle has to be powered by radiant energy. And Tesla had all that worked out. He had it all worked out. And greedy ass JP Morgan didn't allow him to do it because he couldn't charge for it. Because God forbid that they do what's right for the environment and not charge you for it. Like, I really don't understand how these cocksuckers can charge you for what God gave you for free. God gave you sun for free. God gave you air for free. God grows the food. Now, it's true that with shipping and all that, but all that, everything is supposed to be free. Man is just supposed to do it so that there is no money, right? But because people want to control, they've created money. And the American money, like the dollars, that shit is fiat currency. That shit is not real. And we kill ourselves for it. I'm out here chasing it, right? Because I needed to pay bills. And the reality is that we're not supposed to be paying for a fucking thing. Nothing. And then what's odd, right? Because the majority of my people will agree with it. But because we could trade for shit, but paying, like working for money and then having to use that money to pay for our daily life, that's bullshit. It's all bullshit. And the only ones of our people, Black and Hispanic, that agree with that is people who got that so-called fiat currency. Because I'm sure that if they didn't have it, they would feel the same exact way, which in my opinion makes them fucking hypocrites. Because it's all good while you got it. Well, when you ain't got it and you can't get it, you're going to be like, well, we shouldn't be paying for shit. And I know what it is for us because we fucked up in the game. But you people, you won't learn that until you get in that position. So at times, right? Because I study the Bible, there's this occurrence that will take place called the troubles of Jacob, where the descendants of Jacob will all be going through a lot of shit. It's going to be a lot of shit going through. And at times I want it to happen, right? So that the people who think that they hot shit right now with the money, as far as Black people and brown people, Hispanics, Latino, who got something, and they think they hot shit, when the troubles come, they coming for their ass too. They coming for their ass too. And then you ain't gonna have no choice. You ain't gonna have no choice. You're gonna have to get down or you're gonna lay down. And listen, lay down. Lay down. Right? 2/3 of all people, including Jews, 2/3 are all going to die here during the troubles of Jacob. 2/3. And if the troubles don't take them, thermonuclear destruction will. Say nothing stupid. All right, so I'm about to pick up again, right? And it's gonna be some dead air for a little bit. You heard? So bear with me. Matter of fact, I'm gonna end the live stream in 2 minutes and start it back up. You heard? See you in a minute.